When you're playing a game, does it seem like it's hard for you to read your opponents? And does it seem like it's easy for them to read every single move that you do? If so, then you're being way too predictable. Is it hard for you to anticipate their next move or even counter them because they're moving too fast? If so, then you need to follow these 3 steps. Throughout this video, I will explain how you're being predictable to other people and how to predict other people's movements. And that way, when you're in a situation where you're fighting someone, you won't be as clueless. You will at least know what their intentions are. Please do not underestimate anything that I'm explaining to you. If you do, you're just going to make the same mistakes over and over and over again, down to the same situations. And that's why throughout this video, I'm going to be explaining a bunch of different ways to not run into this problem ever again. So make sure that you watch this video all the way through. I guarantee that you will learn something. But to be honest, we don't have any time to waste, and I don't want to waste any of you guys' time. I'm trying to get straight to the facts. So without any further ado, let's get inside. Before we actually get started, I want to let you guys know that I do post in my community. This video was made strictly off of a poll. This video got the most votes, so that's what I'm making right now. So if you want to contribute to that, my next videos and stuff like that, I recommend you to turn on your notifications and be ready for my community posts. Holding your edits longer. Let's say that somebody's on your wall. Most likely they're going to expect you to insta edit. What I mean by that is they're expecting you to edit as soon as they drop down. So like they'll be up here on top of your box like this. When they drop down with like a cone or something, they're going to expect you to edit so you can shoot them. Well, try to shoot them. And honestly, most players fall for this trick. Whether it's a pickaxe bait or not, they always edit the wall. But if you do plan on making an edit on somebody when they drop on your wall, I recommend you to wait. And I'm going to tell you why. When they drop down expecting to pre-fire your wall and shoot you when you edit, I want you to continue to hold that wall until they actually shoot their shotgun. And I mean shotgun only. This only works with shotguns. And after they shoot their shotgun at your wall, you want to make an edit. Oh, I shot the reset button. Sorry about that. Don't just edit and go for a shot. You want to wait to see if they actually shoot their shotgun. And if they do, that's your turn to edit the wall while they have pump delay, because they're still in that shotgun animation after shooting. And that would be the perfect time to edit your wall and go for a shot. So next time when you're in this situation when somebody's on your wall, try this out. Especially if all they do is pre-fire at your wall. Side note, don't make it obvious by holding the wall the whole time. You want to play it off or make it seem like you're doing something else. And that's just one way to not be predictable when somebody's on your wall. Utilizing edit baits. Sometimes doing edit baits can make you look kind of stupid, and you really don't pose much of a threat. All you do is kind of make yourself more vulnerable because your wall is just one shot. Because once you edit and reset, they'll shoot your wall and then they'll try to take it like this, right? They'll try to take it. If they don't get it, I recommend you to edit a window like this on them, and it should give you a free chance to go for a shot as long as you hide behind the cone inside your box. You can also try editing a different wall, preferably the wall off to your right side. Next up, pump delay. Let's say you're going for a clip, right? And you're down to the last edit. So you open up very boldly and go in for a shot. And when it comes down to that last edit, you'll find out that you'll end up getting shot or end up trading damage before you get the 200 pump. And that situation looks a lot like this. The only reason they're able to do this so well is because they predicted it, and that means that you're being predictable. And to put it simple, you're just not being patient enough. Let's say I'm about to edit on somebody, right? I'm gonna spam the shoot button after I press confirm, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to shoot. I spammed it and I was supposed to shoot instantly, right? And that's what most people think when they're in the heat of the moment. But I guarantee you that is not how the game works. I'm going to edit and confirm again, right? This time I'm going to look at the sky. I want you to look at my crosshair. It's going to turn gray, then it's going to turn white. You see that? The whole entire time your crosshair is gray, you're not able to shoot. And that only happens when you don't pay attention to that. Basically what I'm saying is while it's gray, you can't shoot. But in most situations when you're going for a clip and you're about to edit on somebody, this happens. So what do? You just need to cover up until your gun has enough time to pull out. And to do that, all you have to do is just go into a peek first, confirm the edit, and then walk out from behind it. While you're doing this, your gun is getting out of that animation. And by the time you show yourself, you're going to be ready to shoot. And you can do this with any edit that you choose. Just make sure to turn it into a right hand and then walk into the peek from behind it. Basically, you want to time it. If you rush this process, they'll end up shooting you before you can even shoot them. And that's why pressuring players works so well, because they forget about this. And it's going to seem like they're moving so fast and they're shooting you so fast because you're not even giving your gun enough time to shoot. Once you edit, they'll be on the other side of the wall like this with their gun in their hand. Remind you, no animation, no nothing, no delay, no anything, just gun out. But you're the editor, you're doing something. You're going to have a whole animation to deal with, and then you're going to be able to shoot. And most of the time when people do this, they don't wait for the animation to finish. They just edit and expect to shoot. Don't be like this. Please don't do this to yourself. Let me give y'all a situation real quick. Let's say I'm the enemy and I'm rushing somebody's box. And then the person that doesn't know about this technique, they sit right here and they edit the wall as soon as they get on their wall. But doing this, you'll see I have a shotgun animation. You have to realize that your crosshair is still loading. So they're gonna always shoot you first right here, every time. And all they have to do is just shoot and then build. So instead of you just allowing that to happen, give yourself time by going for a safe edit and then jump up and shoot. The safe edit is unpredictable and it also gives you time to pull out your shotgun. And this doesn't work for every player. So I'm gonna give you another situation. Let's say you edit this wall on your right side. Depending on the player that you're fighting, sometimes if they're bad enough, what they'll do is they'll see that you made an edit right here on this side and they'll walk into the window trying to get a shot. Bad players do that a lot. You know, trying to go for a 50-50, trying to end the fight as fast as possible. They'll do this if they think you're healing or if they crack you, pause. They would just try their hardest to get into a 50-50 because they know you're weak. Or even if they're better than that, they may know how to set up a box or set up a peek. They'll go for a peek on that one side, but then they'll notice that you make an edit on this side, so they'll start looking on that side. Of course, they might even try to take it. And remind you, this is very tempting. You're going to want to open up and shoot them, right? But you still have that delay. That's exactly why we ended up editing the right wall as a decoy. When they go to look at that side, they're going to close off this side. When they do and come back, you already have the wall open. And since your wall is open and your gun is already out, you're not going to have pump delay. But when they go to edit their wall, they're going to have the pump delay. To be honest, that's all box fighting is. You get them to reset their wall. You're basically trying to be the last to make an edit. So you can shoot them while they have pump delay. And then you can scroll where reset or, you know, controller reset with the reset button. You get them to be the last to edit and then shoot them while they're making the edit. Either to shoot their wall out or just to shoot them and then reset your wall. But you never want to wait for it. You want to shoot as soon as you see anything. Because once you wait for them to fully open up the wall and shoot, by that time they can trade. So just try your best to shoot and instantly reset that wall every time. Now let's say this is early game where the player is really bad and they're just not building. They're just outside your box and they want to get a shot off on you. Once you edit that wall out to the left side, they're going to go to that left side, and then while you're inside your box, you want to reset that window again and then open the wall up on the other side. And then when you do that, they're going to run to it. And then while you're inside your box, you want to open the wall, open it up wide open, right? And what I want you to do is pay attention to this little line right here. It's a line that this wall creates. This is what you're waiting for them to cross. And this could be a right hand for them if they hold the right side properly. All you have to do is just get behind your cone. And if they do decide to hide behind this wall, all you have to do is just keep hiding behind the cone. And when they show themselves, just jump up, shoot, and reset. If they decide to sit right there and not move at all, either look up a little higher to reset the wall, edit the cone, or just edit the wall up to your right side and it would expose their whole entire body, changing your escape routes. And this is the main problem when it comes to being predictable. You want to build up a good reaction time to these type of things. You want to always go into the opposite direction of where they're approaching you from. I'm not saying this doesn't work, but let's say somebody's pressuring you from this angle, right? They're on this wall, just shooting them. One thing you want to do is make sure that you always look at them while you're making that exit. But the route that I'm taking right now isn't that good because if somebody wanted to get me or fully box me, all they would have to do was just jump off the top right here. That's not enough. You want to go in the opposite direction. And when I mean opposite, I mean a clear opposite direction. That's just off to the side. So instead of going out to my left side, you know, that way, I'm going to go out to the back, but off to the right to the back and make a box right here. And this prevents you from getting boxed or coned because you're off to the back. And this also creates a lot of space. So if they wanted to come and, you know, chase me, right, they would have to go all the way from right here to all the way back here. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of distance. That's way better than just making a box right here. Let's say somebody's on this wall trying to attack you and you want to get out. The best thing to do is to not run out to the back right here and make a box. We already talked about that. And of course, you could go out to the side to the back like this, but there is another way to do this. What you want to do is edit your cone up, edit these two tiles right here, edit this wall, then jump up and pre-box the area. Then make another box connecting to that box. What this is going to do is create enough space for you to get up and away. And here's an example. The mindset to have. Whenever you're fighting, you should not be thinking, there's this one move that I have that's going to get them or eliminate them. There is no one move that works for every person. There is no specific thing at all that works. You never know who you're fighting. You never know who they are, but you can gauge their skill level, and that's all that matters. So don't trick yourself by being fixated on that because that can mess you up in the end. I know you may be thinking there's somebody going for clips in the background. Most likely the people that's getting clipped in the background are really bad at the game. Not gonna lie. You should always have more than one plan. Plan A doesn't always work. Plan B doesn't always work. Plan C doesn't always work. You should have multiple plans. There is no one move that fixes everything. So what I want you guys to do is to create 2 different versions of every single play that you have. Let's say you like to build up and box people, right? Could do it this way, but just because you know how to do it that way and it's easy that way doesn't mean that you should do it that way. There's other ways to do it. Let's say you like double edits. If it's easy, most likely it's not going to be safe. And there's nothing wrong with double edits as long as they're not looking at you. Or you could always have a different version of it with a window and a wall. That way you can have cover even if they do look at you. By the way, if you edit 2 tiles like this, they can't jump up. Predicting other players' movements. Let's say you see somebody in front of you doing a retake, but they ended up making a mistake and that messed them up. You see a lot of people when they make a mistake doing a retake and they're really confident and they want to get it down or do it, they're going to retry it again. And this is what you always want to look for because they're going to show you exactly what they do. Whether it's a peanut butter or a double edit or a pre-fire or anything like that. Let's say I was above somebody and they were trying to do a side jump at me, right? And I seen them mess up on it. And now that I know that, I'm going to be waiting for them to do another side jump. And when they do, it's going to be too late. If they do a move, it's very possible that they will do it again. And it's just in their brain. Let's say I'm fighting somebody, right? And I end up getting on their wall and I spread it and they end up pre-firing me, right? Next time when I get on this wall, I know they get the wall weak and then let him pre-fire the wall like he did earlier. He pre-fires and break the wall. Then I shoot him and build the wall back. Very simple example. Watch what they attempt to do. Watch their mistakes. Watch the moves they do. and expect for them to do it again. This is how you read somebody's skill level in 5 seconds. To answer this, you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. Do they know how to build? If they do, is it clean or is it sloppy? That'll let you know if they're mechanical or not. Do they instantly box up when they see you or when you deal the littlest amount of damage? That means they're very defensive and they're scared. All you have to do is just pressure them. Are they confident when they take high ground? Do they overbuild? If they are, that means they're passive aggressive and they only know how to play high. Do they pre-fire a million times? If they do, they're pretending to be good. If they do it selectively, they're a skilled player. You want to set up a play and see how they react to it. And that'll let you know what you can get away with and try. And if you just so happen to be bad at the game, don't run around. Try to cover your head up first and make a proper box. And let them come to you by doing the same thing. Setting up a play and letting them react to it. If you don't, you will just end up like this. Next up, we have reading opponents inside boxes. First of all, you need to shoot the wall a couple of times, like once or twice, enough to where you can see inside the box. And once you can see through, find their character and look for their map and pencil. When somebody grabs a wall for an edit, their map and pencil is in their hand. But when they select a tile or anything to edit, their pencil will jump. And this right here is very important. I mean blueprint. I've been saying map, I meant to say blueprint. But anyways, when they're not selecting anything, their map goes down. So when you're outside of somebody's wall and you see their pencil jump, when they're inside of their box, most likely they're about to make an edit. Their pencil is low and their map is low, they're just holding the wall. But anytime that you have the wall weak and you see the pencil jump in their hand, you want to try your best to break the wall. They're going to be somewhat stuck in the edit animation. And this is a for sure way to catch somebody off guard. And also a for sure way to read your opponents. I'm going to put a bunch of notes in the comments so you can understand what I'm saying. But anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everybody for coming here, watching the video. You feel me? I'm acting like I just did a concert or something. But for real, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Every like and every subscription is really appreciated. I really appreciate you all for real, honestly though. Because like without y'all, I wouldn't even be doing this, to be honest. Shout out to Prime. Shout out to Pump. Shout out to 4K. Shout out to all my youngins, for real. Can't forget Helios. I'm gonna learn how to say your name. I'm so sorry. Can't forget him though. But anyways, real stuff. Peace out and bye. Applejack pie.